Hello, everyone. I'm Kevin Frazier, and this is EA Sports Game Changers.
Today, we're in Seattle with Seahawks superstar Richard Sherman. Find out why he's so excited and dancing his feet off. Then, lights, camera, action. UFC star Jon Jones takes us inside his top-secret photo shoot in New York City. Plus, are these the smartest NFL fans on the planet? You won't believe why these kids were flown to NFL headquarters. Then, California Dreamin' with UCLA football coach Jim Mora. We're on the field and in his house to find out his secret to success. Game Changers is on.
Welcome to EA Sports Game Changers. I'm Kevin Frazier. We have a great show for you today, and it starts right now with NFL star Richard Sherman. The Seattle Seahawks cornerback is fast, smart, and as active on his day off as he is on game day. Our Ross Thomas headed north to see if he could keep up with the Stanford grad. And you know what? It wasn't that easy.
He's got the moves to amaze and the words to pump you up.
How you guys doing today?
This is Richard Sherman, and his feet are some of the fastest in the NFL. The ones he uses every week to blanket receivers as the star corner of the Seattle Seahawks. To see him on the field is awesome. To hang with him on an off day, incredibly inspiring. The man has serious positive energy.
Tell me a little bit about this event today.
It's fun, man. It's always good to help underprivileged kids and kids that haven't necessarily had all the resources and tools they need to be successful, and kids that are working hard still trying to persevere, still trying to make it through the adversity. It's gonna be fun to make their day, to make them smile, and to see how happy and enthusiastic these kids are gonna be, and just to watch the next generation thrive. I want to be a part of anything that helps the next generation be better than we were.
Now trust me on this, when we showed up at Foster High School, I learned fast that when Richard decides to bring his message, he brings it high energy style. No boring stuff here.
I heard y'all got a game today, huh? We gonna win that game or what? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm here to tell you as a prime example, knowledge is power. Being in school, getting great grades, it allows you to do so many more things with your life. I can be a commentator, I can be a professor, I can be the president if I want to be. I'm not sure they're gonna let me do it with dreads, but that's a whole other story.
Ultimately, you chose, man. You said, you know what? Not only am I gonna excel in football, but I'm gonna excel in academics. And you went to Stanford, and you did exactly that.
I like a challenge, and I like to make a statement, and I thought going to Stanford did both of those things. It doesn't matter where you start. You can make it anywhere in this world. You can do amazing things if you really put your mind and energy to it.
You've created a foundation. Tell me a little bit about that program.
Well, Blanket Coverage is my foundation. We created that to help kids that were underprivileged, that didn't necessarily have the resources that they needed to be successful. So I just want to be able to help those kids out and give them a chance, give them an opportunity to be successful.
And there's no limit to how far this star will go to connect with the kids he hopes to encourage.
Tell me something. Tell me something. Hey. Yeah, that was smooth. I'm about to try to top that.
After dazzling the crowd, Richard turned his focus to the football team.
You got your stuff?
And saw something he didn't like.
I want to see what y'all wearing. These are almost tennis shoes. These are almost flat. You can't play in these. Hey, we got y'all a few cleats. We can't have you playing in these.
Just like that, Sherman broke out new cleats for the team's big game, courtesy of his foundation.
These might work a little bit better.
Richard handed out new cleats and new fully packed backpacks, plus a contract to ensure success.
Number one, you will complete your current grade level at Foster High School with an improved GPA. That's good with y'all? We're trying to be game changers for them. We're trying to make them game changers, man. We're trying to make them be the most successful people they can be. And sometimes you need a contract in there to push people. I want y'all to become better people, better students. I want y'all to be the best out there, man.
What does that mean to you as the head coach that Richard Sherman was here to give cleats to your players?
It means everything that there's somebody in the community that they look up to, they talk about, they ask me about. And the cleats were just a great token of his appreciation, and they can go out there and play with confidence.
As for how this superstar wants to be remembered,
well, I want them to remember me as a guy who made the world a better place. I want to be a Hall of Famer, but I also want to be one of the guys that has helped the world the most.
For more NFL content, go to NFLrush.com.
Coming up on Game Changers, UFC champ Jon Bones Jones puts on the gloves and faces the cameras for a secret cover shoot. And we hit the Big Apple and go inside NFL headquarters. Find out what these three kids have invented that could change the way children play. Plus, UCLA coach Jim Mora has a lot to smile about. Find out why his players know they can always count on him.
Welcome back. MMA star Jon Jones is a bad boy, and he is one of the most impressive athletes on the planet. In 2011, he won the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship, becoming the youngest UFC champ in history. We were with Jon for a whirlwind day in New York, which included a secret photo shoot for the cover of EA Sports' new game. It's 7 a.m. in the Big Apple. Today, UFC superstar Jon Bones Jones is about to put the gloves on and start a grueling day.
How you doing, Larry? Nice to meet you guys.
But he's not about to enter the octagon in a sold-out arena. Instead, he's here to face a relentless barrage of flashbulbs coming at blinding speeds.
Today we're doing the cover art photo shoot for the new UFC game for EA.
When I found out I was going to be put on the cover, it's just like a dream come true. I was just so excited.
At 9 a.m., it's go time. And that smile turns serious and the sweat begins to drip.
It takes a lot of work, a lot of jumping and punching and kicking. It's like a full-on workout.
We'll push these guys to the limit. They end up leaving drenched in sweat.
We are putting ourselves in positions that you can't get in the octagon. With this opportunity, we can use lenses and get in close with camera angles that you're never going to see in a fight situation.
It's fun, it comes with the territory, and I embrace it all.
Using this kind of state-of-the-art technology makes this more than just a photo shoot. It's a project aimed at getting the ultimate image of one of the greatest champions alive, an image that will live forever. And to get that perfect photo, the photographer will take more than 300 shots. For Jones, it's all part of the glorious ride to the top of his sport, a journey that started in New York, where Mr. and Mrs. Jones raised 3 boys and a girl. And whatever mom was cooking was working, because she raised a family of elite athletes, including 2 NFL players.
I have 2 brothers who play in the National Football League. My older brother is a Baltimore Raven, and little brother is a New England Patriot.
By 4 p.m., it's time to get back in front of the cameras. The photographer is still focused on capturing Jon's signature moves exactly the way he would execute them in the cage.
What's going to be really important are eyes and intensity. So even if you're not full speed, because the camera sees all that.
I have a thing for flair and flash, and I realize that those are moves that are really hard to stop. because you don't see them very often, the spinning elbows and like the spinning back kicks and flying knees. And my inspiration is basically just all the exciting fighters throughout history.
If you can get a little air off the ground, that would be great. There you go. Yeah, I mean, that's the best one right there. Jon was great today. He gave us everything we asked and more. He was soaking wet with sweat 30 minutes in, and we asked him if he wanted a break. He said, no, let's keep going.
It's that kind of dedication and no-quit attitude that has taken Jon Jones to champion and now an icon on a cover.
Coming up, one of these inventions is going to change the future. Find out why the NFL thinks these kids have created something worth seeing. And it's the ultimate comeback story. UCLA's Jim Mora invites Allie LaForce to see the secret to UCLA's winning ways.
Welcome back. Everybody I know dreams of inventing something that can change the game. Well, this year, the NFL put out a challenge to young football fans. Invent something big, a new idea to help people stay active and play. Well, it came down to 3 finalists, and we were there inside the NFL offices to sit with the judges. At the NFL headquarters, champions are celebrated everywhere. And on this day, one of these 3 will join their ranks. No, they're not professional football players, but they are some of the top child inventors in this country.
My name is Jacob. I'm 11 years old and I live in Virginia.
I'm Sarah. I'm 8 years old and I love to play all different sports. My name is Lydia. I'm 9 years old and I live in Virginia.
They all submitted ideas to the NFL's Play 60 Invention Contest. The rules are simple. Come up with something that will get kids off the couch and exercising for 60 minutes a day.
1, 2, 3.
Can't wait to get active.
The finalists were flown to New York to present their ideas. The winner will take home $5,000 and their invention will be brought to life.
I'm really, really excited. I just can't wait till I find out who's gonna win.
It would feel great.
Before the big pitch, Jacob, Sarah, and Lydia toured the facility with their families.
The floor we're gonna be heading to now is called the fan floor, and that one focuses on you guys, the fans.
And after the tour, there was only one room left to visit, the boardroom. Waiting for them, a panel of judges, which included NFL executives and New York Jets wide receiver Santonio Holmes.
These kids are such geniuses in the making, and to have an opportunity to present their inventions to the NFL, it's a tremendous opportunity for them.
First up was Sarah, who presented her board game, Make It to the Top, which rewards players for doing exercises selected from a deck of cards.
My daddy inspired me to make some of the exercises for the game because he was in an accident last year, but he has been working very hard to build his muscles up and get walking again. So join me, be active, and make it to the top.
Next up was Lydia and her game called Pluck a Duck.
Once you turn on the water, the duck fills with water and it spins. The object is to pluck the most magnetic feathers. The only rule is to have lots of fun plucking feathers.
Finally, it was Jacob's turn.
The rethrow. It is a football catcher and thrower. You throw the ball into the net, then the ball rolls down into the wheels and throws it back to you.
Wow, that's fantastic. It's better than some of the professionals I've seen.
The judges then deliberated behind closed doors as the kids anxiously awaited the decision.
I'm feeling really good about this. It's been really exciting so far. I just hope I win first place. But even if I don't win, I'm still gonna be happy.
I thought rethrow was really cool. Thought it was the most football friendly. That I like.
Make it to the top game, combined football, and you had the first, second, third down, and touchdown. So it combined really what the essence of Play 60 is. So Sarah nailed it.
If it's a unanimous decision, we don't need to discuss much more. I think we've got our decision.
I have in this envelope the winner. And the winner is Sarah Houlihan. Make it to the top.
We chose Sarah because her invention really involved the whole concept of what Play 60 is all about. It presents many opportunities for families to be involved and to have kids active, throughout the day.
It's really, 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 really exciting, and it was really cool to be the winner, the first person who ever won the NFL Play 60 Invention Contest.
For more NFL content, visit NFLRush.com.
Next, UCLA football coach Jim Mora. On the field with his team and at home with his wife Shannon.
Welcome back. My father was a basketball coach, and I always thought that one day I would follow in his footsteps. Okay, obviously I never made it, but there are plenty others who did, like Jim Mora. His father was a great football coach, and in just 2 seasons, Jim has turned around the football program at UCLA. Allie LaForce ventured into Bruin country to get an inside look at the man behind UCLA's revival.
Phrase that you guys use that's mounted on the locker room before you run out.
Count on me, yeah. To me, it's like a really powerful phrase. You can count on me.
Jim Mora knows what it's like to be counted on and counted out. Though he's now riding high with the resurgent UCLA football program, it wasn't always this way. Mora was fired as head coach of the Atlanta Falcons and then the Seattle Seahawks. He was looking for redemption when he arrived in Southern California.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a little bit of an abstract hire. It wasn't one that won over the city of Los Angeles. Jim Mora was seen as a failure twice over in the NFL, and yet he takes the UCLA job, and from the moment he got it, he didn't pout about the fact that people maybe didn't want him. They just went out and won football games, won recruiting wars. It's been fantastic.
Mora's hands-on approach and outgoing personality have made him popular with his players and the media, and made UCLA football relevant again.
Jim Mora has put UCLA back on the map of national prominence.
Not every coach makes the transition from NFL to college, but Mora has 4 children of his own, and he's proven to be a natural, teaching college-age kids.
The concrete hasn't hardened on who they are yet. They need you. Not necessarily as a football coach, X's and O's technique, but as a man in their lives. That's very rewarding.
That desire to be a positive force for kids led Mora and his wife to start a foundation at his first head coaching stop in Atlanta.
When you're a head coach in the NFL, people want to be associated with you. So we created this foundation.
It's called Count on Me, which raises funds for at-risk kids.
We chose Count on Me because that's a phrase that Jim uses quite a bit in his teams. And we felt that in kids, sometimes they don't have someone they can count on, or sometimes the person that they count on doesn't have the means or the ability to help their child. So that's where we kind of felt that the name was appropriate and that our focus would be kids in need. It's very broad.
While she may be on the sidelines for football, Mora's wife Shannon is the quarterback of the Count on Me team. She works with a group of volunteers in 3 cities to help raise funds and help kids.
Well, I think Shannon's the game changer. She changed me, and I think she's one of those rare people that 100% of the time focuses on others before herself.
Shannon and her team of volunteers have to date raised more than $1.5 million. The money is distributed to more than 50 organizations, like the Boys and Girls Clubs and the Special Olympics.
We're just trying to do our little bit of good and spread the word for everybody else to do maybe their little bit of good so other people can count on them.
UCLA is Mora's 10th stop on the coaching carousel. He grew up the son of an NFL coach, Jim Mora Sr., often moving from city to city as his dad was hired or fired. So Mora knows what it's like to pack up and move on. But he won't do that with his charity. Even if he leaves town, the Count on Me Foundation stays.
When we left Georgia, it would have been really easy to say, okay, we're pulling up all of the routes and we're going to Seattle and we're shutting things down there. But we'd have been letting down those kids just like they've been let down in the past, so we're not going to do that. You know, just because we move doesn't mean we can't continue to have an impact. So I think those are powerful words, count on me.
Thanks for watching, and remember, no matter where you live, whether it's on or off the field, you can be a game changer.